In the heart of ancient Japan, during a time when the land was shrouded in mist and mystery, two Zen monks, Tanzan and Ekido, embarked on a journey together down a long and muddy road. The heavens had opened up, and a relentless rain poured upon them, turning the path into a treacherous and slippery trail of mud. As they trudged along, their sandals heavy with the weight of the mud, they came around a bend and were greeted by an unexpected sight. A young woman, adorned in a silk kimono and a sash, stood before them. She was trapped at the intersection, unable to cross the muddied road without soiling her elegant attire. The heavy rain showed no mercy, and her dilemma was evident. Without hesitation, Tanzan, a man of compassion and simplicity, stepped forward and addressed the girl with a warm smile. "Come on, girl," he said gently, his voice carrying the kindness of 1,000 summers. Without a second thought, he lifted the young woman into his arms, cradling her like a fragile flower, and carried her across the treacherous mud to the other side of the road. Ekido, his fellow traveler, observed the scene in silence, his face betraying no emotion. He continued to trudge through the mud, his mind seemingly occupied by a storm of thoughts. The rain persisted, as did their journey. The day's journey finally concluded when they reached a lodging temple, a sanctuary of respite from the relentless rain. Darkness had descended upon the land, and the flickering candles within the temple provided a warm and inviting glow. Exhausted from their long and arduous journey, Tanzan and Ekido settled in for the night. It was then, in the quiet stillness of the temple, that Ekido could no longer contain the turmoil brewing within him. The words he had held back throughout the day now poured forth like a waterfall. He turned to Tanzan, his voice tinged with a mix of confusion and concern. "Tanzan," Ekido began, his tone somber and filled with questions. "We are monks, disciples of the Zen path. We have committed ourselves to a life of simplicity, of renunciation of worldly desires. We are taught not to go near females, especially not young and lovely ones. It is dangerous, and it taints our purity. Tell me, Tanzan, why did you do that? Why did you carry that young woman across the muddy road?" Tanzan, seated in peaceful contemplation, looked at Ekido with eyes that radiated both wisdom and a hint of amusement. His response was as simple and profound as his earlier act. "I left the girl there," Tanzan replied, his voice a gentle whisper in the temple's stillness. "Are you still carrying her?" Ekido's eyes widened, and his heart seemed to pause for a moment. The weight of Tanzan's words hung in the air, their implications reverberating through the temple like the softest of echoes. It was as though a veil had been lifted, and Ekido suddenly understood the profound lesson his companion had conveyed. In that single moment of realization, the burden of judgment, fear, and attachment that had weighed down Ekido's heart vanished. He understood that Tanzan's act of kindness had been an expression of compassion, a pure and selfless response to the needs of the moment. There was no clinging, no attachment to the past, and no judgment of right or wrong. Tanzan had carried the young woman across the muddy road when she needed help, and then he had let go. The night in the temple passed in quiet contemplation. The rain continued to fall outside, but inside, a transformation had taken place within Ekido's heart. He had learned a lesson far more profound than the precepts and rules of the monastery. He had learned the essence of Zen itself, a practice that transcends the boundaries of attachment and judgment. With the dawn of a new day, Tanzan and Ekido resumed their journey along the muddy road. The rain had ceased, leaving behind glistening droplets on the leaves and the freshness of renewal in the air. As they walked, the burdens of the past and the worries of the future no longer weighed them down. Each step they took was a testament to the freedom of the present moment, a reminder that the past was but a memory and the future an uncertainty. In their shared silence, Tanzan and Ekido continued their journey, two monks walking the path of Zen, each step a testament to the profound wisdom of letting go. The world around them unfolded in all its beauty and imperfection, and they embraced it with open hearts, unburdened by the past, undistracted by the future. And so, as they disappeared into the horizon, the muddy road beneath their feet slowly dried, bearing no trace of the past. In their footsteps, the essence of Zen lingered, an ever-present reminder that true liberation lay not in clinging to the past, but in embracing the boundless potential of each new step, each new moment, and each new encounter along the journey of life.